Taking a Page on Reiki, and today we are on episode 5. Okay, today the topic can be a little bit different as we are addressing this via not just a Reiki healing perspective, but also like energy healing perspective. And we're talking about the healer's job or a healer's responsibility, something along the line. So I also want to put it out there before we jump into the topic is that this is perhaps my personal opinion, my personal perspective on how Reiki healing or energy healing should work. And if you do not agree with it, feel free to disagree, feel free to share with me your opinion on this. But this is something that I understand, how I understand Reiki healing, how I understand energy healing, and I do see the benefit of sharing this perspective for to wider audience, to more people. So yes, okay, we'll start by talking about how energy healing works. Okay, so to understand Reiki healing or any form of energy healing on how that works, we have to first understand how energy works itself. Okay, there are many rules that the energy will abide when they are interacting with each other. One of the most important one that I will be addressing today is how energy actually mirrors each other. Okay, energy, they mirror each other, okay, they mimic each other's frequency. It's because when energy interacts, they influence each other. Okay, energy is made up of vibrations, or we can actually say that energy has different signatures that is made up of, that is determined by its vibrational values. So it's very natural for these different vibrational values to match each other, or to those unique vibrational value to be crossover to different energies when they come into contact. This is like when you are hanging out with a new group of friends, you are likely to pick up on their quirks, on their unique habits, because it is something that is just happening naturally. Like you will influence your friends, and your friends will influence you, and then you guys will pick up each other's habit, way of speaking, way of dressing, or even down to food preference and life preference, etc. So that is just something natural that human do, that energy does as well. So I also want to say, like, this is part of the reason why that when a person started to practice energy healing practices, or when they started to channel higher vibrational energy, they will find themselves slowly change as times go, as they are interacting with this energy. Like I have to say personally, since I have started practicing Reiki, my lifestyle changed. Since I've started with my Akashic journey, my ways of thinking change. And that's because energy rub off on each other. As you are exposed to this energy, you slowly start to find yourself thinking similarly. You slowly find yourself picking up those energy signature, those energy that you are interacting with, because human, us all, is energetic beings. Don't forget that. So yes, this brings us to the main topic on a healer's job. So yes, a healer's job or a healer's responsibility. Okay, so yes, when we think about healer's job or healer's responsibility, or when we think about learning Reiki, okay, we might be starting to dive into, hey, if I learn Reiki, I have to be a healer, I have to offer healing session, I have to start sending energy to make another person feel better. Okay, this video is is made with the intention to let you know that you don't have to. Like, if sending energy is not something you want to do, you don't have to. If sending energy or becoming a healer is not your goal, you don't have to do it as well. Because a healer's job goes beyond just sending energy. In fact, I would encourage not sending energy, because sending and giving, like sending and taking energy, that is in the long run going to create a very unhealthy relationship with your healing, because that is creating a codependency. You have to send energy to that person to make them feel better, and they have to take it. And you can see how that codependency will start to form, because with each time you sending energy, you make them feel better, and they are assuming that you are making them feel better, and so that they will have a reliance on you to make them feel better in the future. So yes, a healer's job, okay, like they are not sending energy, okay. I would say a healer's job is basically here to heal ourselves, and so that we can hold that frequency, or in like computer sense, we can hold that code, that template, okay, that is perhaps never been seen before in the world so far. Like we heal and work on ourselves, okay, and we generate that new code, that new healthy patterns, that when we are sharing it with those who close to us, those who are coming us for healing, when we are interacting with their energy, so their energy is actually picking up those codes and generating the template for themselves. This is in a way a healthy way of doing healing, okay, apart from not having the codependency thing going on. When I also want to say, our body, okay, understand this, our physical body is not meant to run other people's energy through it. Other people's energy, foreign energy, when we run it through ourselves without adapting it to our system, it is actually going to cause a small problem in the long run than benefit us. Like it's like running foreign energy. It's like you are installing an Apple application on your Android phone, and we all know how chaotic that can be. That can even cause your phone to crash, which if we are constantly taking energy from another person, we are constantly giving our energy to another person, this will cause our body to crash, because we are basically running on codes that is not meant for us, that is meant for that person, but that is not meant for us. So healing is not about sending energy. For me, I always see it as more as a sharing of energy. As mentioned, energy can mimic each other, and when we are close, when we are sharing the energy, we create that container, okay, the healthy supportive container. Then both of us can share our energy, and both of us can given time to work on whatever we're trying to work on. We can adapt some of those codes that this person has, the healer, okay, they have worked out some of the codes, they have worked out the templates. We can kind of look at the template, and we pick up the codes that we need, that is helpful for our situation, and we adapt it to our system. So that is how a successful or a very good healing session can go. So yes, like co-sharing, that is how I really like to see my own healing session to be. That's how I actually conduct my own healing session, and it is it's just something that is so beautiful to watch, because as we are co-sharing, it's not just the healer benefiting from the healer. Co-sharing, sometimes the healer is picking up codes that they need from the healer, and they can adapt for themselves as well to further better the template. And we are always evolving, we are always healing. That's why the healing journey can never have an end to it, because there's always room for improvement. And as we're interacting with new energy, we'll be able to pick up new codes to help us to kind of perfect our healing. in a way perfect our template. So yeah, like in conclusion, okay, just wrapping this up, I do highly recommend, like for those of you who are seeing yourself sending energy out to people all the time, you don't have to send energy. Like, you know, just shifting the perspective to see this as a sharing session instead of giving and taking. Because giving and taking in long run, once again, it is not going to be beneficial. It's actually going to create like codependent and error. And you know, when a healer is often sending their energy to another person, it will deplete your energy. Like, how many of you have been like, after a session you just feel like you have to crash? How many of you just feel so exhausted that, you know, after a session you just need a nap or need to eat a whole lot of food? Apart from, you know, we are expanding our body by channeling energy, we are also depleting the energy when we're sending it out. And there is a whole lot of energy that we are actually processing. You know, our body need to go through extra miles, you know, need to run extra process to process all those like energies that's coming in, and then we are replacing it with the energy that we are sending out. So yeah, like instead of doing like the sending of energy or even like taking of energy, which is another very unhealthy one, because it is also part of the programming that we have received, part of the things that we have taught, that we have to take energy from another person, you know, take their painful experience, take their painful energy and carrying with us, you know, take their burden, take their karmic lessons, and we carry those, you know, karmic lessons, those pains with us. Okay, as a healer, we were, you know, taught to do that. But that, you know, that whole process of carrying another person's energy might not necessarily serve us, because, okay, when we are carrying someone else's energy, we might not have the necessary code to channel in, you know, to solve all those karmic lessons. Okay, those karmic lessons that other people like they are dealing with, they actually have a code like they can channel from the source itself. Okay, because it's what they sign up to do, because it's part of their lesson, part of the soul contract. They sign up to solve this problem. So if they are doing it on their own, they be able to channel the proper code, the proper template for them to solve that issue that they are dealing with, that karmic lesson that they are dealing with. But we are not them, so we are not able to channel their codes from our source connection. And that is going to cause us problem, because we now, as we're carrying someone else's issue with us, their karmic lesson with us, we don't have the code to solve that. And yeah, like that is, you know, you can see how it going is not going to be very nice an experience for us, because we are now going to manifest things, or we are manifesting situations or, you know, problem in our life that is never meant for us. We are not able to solve them, you know. And also another thing is that that person, okay, whatever has happened in their life, they are not able to solve them either. Okay, they actually, because we have taken away their burden, we have taken away their lesson, so that they are not able to learn the lesson that they are meant to learn, and hence taking of energy is not very helpful either. The good way, you know, the balanced way that we can actually work with this is actually sharing the energy, so that, you know, what could we have, okay, the way that we can solve the issue, you know, the frequency that we carry. The other person that coming to us for healing can actually, you know, watch what we do. Okay, they can actually look at our codes. Okay, when we're sharing it, they can look at our codes and they can learn from there. They can actually like, oh, okay, I can see this part of the code that can be useful for me, so I'm going to, you know, utilize that. I'm going to mimic the same or similar codes on this part, and use the rest of the codes as mine. You know, they don't have to process your energy that is not meant for them, and you don't have to process their energy that is not meant for you. So that is, in my way, I'm seeing that that is one of the very beautiful ways of doing healing. And yeah, I hope this video is giving everyone some good insights, some good perspective on how energy healing can go. And once again, it is my personal understanding of energy healing, my personal understanding of it, and I can see how this can be more beneficial than just taking and giving energies to each other. Yes, and I hope this is able to give you some insight, give you some encouragement to maybe start with your own energy healing. Like you don't have to see it as giving and taking energy, which can be very draining, and that can be discouraging you from ever stepping into this work. Technically, you don't even have to offer healing session, and just by healing yourself, you are actually already letting other people to see your template. You are actually embodying that template, like the source code that you channel. You're embodying it to this physical form, and other physical other of us who are living on this physical world, we can see this and we can mimic them ourselves. So yeah, once again, thank you for joining us, and I hope this is insightful. And if you have any any thoughts on this, you want to share your opinions, you have any question, please feel free to use the comment down below to chat with me. I'm always interested to see another point of view, another perspective. Anything you'd like to add, please feel free to share with me. Okay, so looking forward to see you guys next week, which I'll be diving into the role of a Reiki master. So this week we are going to a Reiki healer or energy healer's role. Next week we are going to talk about the Reiki master's role. So looking forward to see everyone there as well. So yeah, see you guys. Talk to you guys next week. Bye.